Yeah, today we're having a design sprint, which is when we use a technique called human-centered design, where whoever is impacted by the problems and really understand the issue create the solutions. And so a design sprint is using all of those principles, but doing it in a really short period of time.
I'm really passionate about this event personally because I'm a cultural anthropologist. I do my own research, but I really want to help students learn how to do their research about themselves or what they care about. And so doing this event helps me to organize them and get them motivated.
There are many, many studies that have been done over the years that show that students who do undergraduate research, whether it's built into the curriculum, into their courses, or whether it's research projects that they do outside of their normal curriculum, it not only builds confidence, but it allows them to apply the theory and the didactic learning that they're learning in the classroom, which makes it more real, it makes it more concrete for them.
For a prototype, our group decided to create a website that bundled up resources that were specifically tailored for undocumented students. We've been doing research on the undocumented community here at Saddleback College. If we notice a huge gap and discrepancy in resources and resources that may be available but are not tailored to the undocumented community, so essentially they aren't as useful for them.
We created an add-on to Canvas, which would be like Latinx Support Center, and it would automatically be added on to people who identify as Latinx. It would have like resources, contacts, a chat, clubs that you can join, events that are going on to involve the community and have everyone attend.
We created what we call a shout out week, which is kind of where we get a club and a service to kind of pair together and then go out on the quad and kind of have events all week. A lot of students, you know, they know they have services, they don't know who is in charge, they don't know who to look for and stuff like that. So actually having those people out on a regular basis would be very helpful.
Today my group created for the prototype a foster youth center here on campus and also a mentor program. And we talked a lot about safe spaces and what safe spaces would feel like for foster youth. And we got to some really concrete words like mutual trust, mutual respect. And then we wanted to embody what those values looked like.
So one of the barriers that we notice is a language barrier. So for our website, once you open the website, right away there is a language tab which you will be able to click and it will translate the whole website to any other language.
For a lot of kids, they really struggle with just that first like saying hello to meet someone, and so they just don't do it, and so this kind of breaks the ice. And it also really helps them by also bringing the resources to them as well.
So students don't know about like the programs they have at Saddleback College. They see the flyers, but they don't read it. What I think should be done, like being on social media, like TikTok or Instagram, instead like a flyer or online, because social media is more like seen from teenagers and young adults.
If you're creating resources for students, students should have a say in what those resources are.
It's about what is the real lived experience of these students and how can we better that on campus.
It's important for us to be the center of the conversation because we know what we want.
To involve students in this is how you fix the problem in a way, because a teacher isn't going to see what most students see.
When you get to speak to your research, when you get to have an opinion and speak that opinion, you're recognized. And that's really important in terms of building confidence, that sense of belief in oneself, but it's also really important in terms of building a sense of belonging. I can't belong somewhere unless I know that the people around me see me and recognize me and I'm appreciated. So this is really important in terms of closing equity gaps, because at the heart of the equity gap is an individual who doesn't feel seen, who may not have a sense of belonging, who may not have the confidence, and this builds that. For us, it's equally as important because we have to have the student voice in designing anything that we do in order to really be using a student lens in the work that we're doing.
We began this project with the axiom that comes from the disability rights movement, nothing about us without us. And that was really key to our research project, that we as outsiders are not going to be the best researchers. We need to really tap into the knowledge base of the students, the lived experience of the students.
So this is just one more opportunity to hear directly from the students on what their needs are. So we step away from making assumptions on what our students need and actually have an informed way of making decisions and implementing innovations that are programs and services that will actually make an impact for everyone.